All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's stream. Tonight's stream, well, almost didn't happen because my internet went down for like 5 hours in the afternoon. My phone also lost connectivity for like 5 hours, but they got it back up like 20 minutes ago. So I was like, all right, let's do a little scramble and get everything ready. Um, Now, normally, for these type of streams, I do have a deck list prepared. Today, we're going to be playing a style of deck that I haven't played in a very, very long time. I haven't even made the deck, but conceptually, it's there. Also, I have some friends that have been asking me some interesting questions about Dorinthia and made me really think a lot more about what it is we do and why do we do it, especially when it comes to Dawnblade Dorinthia. Today is going to be a Dawnblade focused Dorinthia deck. As many of you know, I have started to move away from some of the yellow attack reactions because I think that there are issues with consistency and power level. But that made me think a little bit more like, what happens if we push that even further? And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to question everything, chat. That is what we're going to do today. We're going to question everything that we knew about how Dorinthia is supposed to be built. Now, the genesis of this idea came from kind of realizing just how strong Unsheathed is. But the way that Unsheathed is worded is you need to have higher than double the base power once you swing. You cannot add it in reactions. That's why cards like Sharpened Steel, or not Sharpened Steel, Sharpened Senses is very good because you can go again by adding it later. But Unsheathed says you need to have, for the original Dawnblade, you need to have 7 or greater power. Now, if you have a Dawnblade counter, that's easy, nice and easy. But if you don't, that means you need to pair it with things like, traditionally, it was paired with 3 cards in particular. Ironsong Determination, which I think is bad. Now, that is a card I have waffled back and forth between for a long time, but currently I think is bad. Steelblade Supremacy, obviously, and Sharpened Steel. So those 3 cards were the ones, in addition to just having a Dawnblade counter, that really powered up Unsheathed. But there could be I see somebody's talking about parrots in the chat. yes, we did get a spoiler for, not a spoiler, but some indication that the next set is going to have Ranger, a new class, and a pirate theme, and a mechnologist. It's going to be quite fun. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of concerned that they're going to add a new class, and that class is not going to have enough support. Yeah, I don't know how, unless that class is extremely generic focused, which maybe Necromancer is generic focused. We'll see. They have put a little couple sprinkles in the last couple sets, like Call to the Grave, but we'll see. Anyways, getting back to the topic. So we have Unsheathed is a very, very strong card. And I think there could be more to pair with it to enable that that card. And I was thinking a little bit more about the card pool for Warrior, and it's actually kind of reminding me a little bit of Rhinar in that, in terms of strategy. Like, Reinhardt takes away the opponent's ability to block how they want to block. And if you look at the Dorinthia cards, we're getting very close to something thematically similar. So we have cards like Commanding Performance. We have, you know, they're, you know, that basically says if you want to block, there's a penalty. Cards like Nature's Path Pilgrimage, which, spoiler alert, we're going to be playing, gives us a nice on-hit that allows us to put action cards into our arsenal. And basically, if your opponent wants to block, sometimes that's not a... they will lose value from blocking. In general, most decks lose value from blocking because 4 is greater than 3. But because of the effects of Dorinthia, especially a lot of decks, if you look at them closely, they have D-Reacts, but they're not mono 3-block decks. They often have maybe 2-3 blocks at a 2-block or 2-3 blocks at a no block. So even if they have a defense reaction, you can basically force them into a position where they have to block with their whole hand and then play the D-React, and then their turn kind of sucks. So I think this is actually a very, very interesting development that I've kind of like conceptualized in my brain. And basically, if we can get our opponent to block or not block in situations where they want to do the other thing, I think we can extract enough value that even if we don't... Now, I know the title of this video is What If We Played No Attack Reactions? We are going to play Blade Flurry and Glint. Okay, those cards are good, but we're basically not going to play any of the other attack reactions. We might play Iron Song Response, we'll see. But we're going to be extremely heavily focused on non-attack actions. This does, as somebody pointed out, this does make us weak to Warmonger's Diplomacy. It is what it is. There's not that many decks running around that's playing Warmongers. And also, I don't think a lot of decks are going to be playing Warmongers at the very end of the chain. I think they're going to be generally using them to power their turn. If you really look carefully, I think only Zen is running Warmongers. I mean, maybe Syndra, maybe Aurora, but even Aurora, most of them have cut it. So I don't think Warmongers is an actual threat at the moment. And yeah, so let's just get into deck building, because there's, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I wasn't sure if we were actually going to even have a stream tonight. So my mind is still a little bit jumbled. I'm trying to express some concepts that I haven't quite fully fleshed out. So let's just get to deck building, and then we'll kind of like talk through it. If any of you guys have input on the deck or choices or whatever, please leave them in chat. I'll try to look at chat quite a bit during this process, because well, normally I have a deck list prepared. Today I do not. So yeah. Front Pump City, says Andy Fox. Yes, we are going pretty high on Front Pump. Maybe our High Seas expansion slot will be an actual good weapon. I'm pretty sure it's going to be another Bolton Legendary. Doesn't Warmongers just say you don't get to play? Yes, but I don't think there's very many in the format. Dawnblade with Go Again provokes CNC is like a pummel. Yes. We're not going to have natural Go Again too much. I guess Unsheathed would be one of them. Okay, so let's see if I can do this right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. So, let's see here. Now, this is going to be kind of interesting, because we already have to make a decision. We have to make a decision on our chest piece and our arm piece. And I think what we're going to do... I think we're going to go with Grains and Iron Song versus, and we'll go with Tunic as well. So, yep. We will basically just run what I consider to be standard for Dory at the moment. I know there are a lot of Courage of Bladehold people out there. This is not the meta to be going Unga Bunga YOLO Courage of Bladehold. There's too many decks that are running too many D-Reacts. You just run into a brick wall. If you want to gamble, go play Brenner. Okay. So, let's kind of... I guess let's filter here. Let's look at non-attack actions. How do we do this? Because we're going to be weapon focused. We're not running around with Fendel's Fighting Spirit or anything like that. Okay. This is not a Chunkinthia deck. All right, so warrior non-attack actions. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Okay, because if you've noticed in the last couple sets, they've been printing more and more of these 1 cost plus 3 with some bonus, right? Okay, so commanding performance. This is one of the best cards. We're going to put this in. Dauntless, also one of the best cards. There are decks that are running Tunic, but, you know, even against decks that are running Tunic, this is still very annoying for them. So we're going to run some of those. Now, Draw Swords is obviously a Kasai card. The only situation where we'd want this is if we had, like, Draw Swords and 3 blues and we had tempo. So I don't think we're going to play this. Now, these wager cards are actually interesting because if we're front pumping a lot, in order for our opponent to stop us, they have to throw a lot of cards down. So the chance that they can utilize an agility token is quite low unless they give us a bunch of the armor, in which case I don't think we even play this before their armor is really gone. So obviously we could play lead with speed, which would just be better because you get it, but then that blocks for 2, and you can't play cards like take the upper hand. I think actually this card can be just as good as lead with speed if you understand your opponent very well and you understand their deck very well. So I think we're going to actually play Edge Ahead, which is like, this card is like unheard of in Dawnblade Dorinthia, right? Like completely unheard of. But let's try it. Let's see what it can do. Engaged Swiftblade. At the end of the game, this could be good. But then we would still need a pump to get over it. I could see this being... I'm going to put this in the maybe. I'm pretty sure we're not going to play this, but it's interesting. We'll keep an eye on it. Now, a lot of the non-attack actions we got in the last set do say dagger, so obviously we can't play them. Hit and run does not really help us in this deck, so I don't think we're going to play them. Hold'em is also interesting because if we... let's think about this conceptually. If we attack them and we wager a vigor and they don't block, the next turn they're probably going to go with 4 or 5 cards, right? So what we could do is we could block down to no cards left and then swing Dawnblade back. And that's basically extracting 6 value from this card. So again, I think these wager cards are actually secretly decent in this deck. So let's just put these in. Okay. So here we go. Lead with heart, lead with speed. These are basically the equivalent of Hold'em and Edge Ahead, but they block for 1 less. So, okay. Another card, Nature's Path Pilgrimage. This is going to be probably one of the strongest cards that we have available. This is a really, really old school card from WTR. Basically allowing us to have on-hit draw card. Maybe not 100% of the time. On-hit draw card maybe 70% of the time. Assuming we don't have an arsenal. Maybe you can kind of think of this as like a reverse plow under. This is basically reverse plow under, right? So let's go with that. All right. Oath. No. Skirmish says one-handed weapon. Oh, speaking of skirmishes. We have the Ira from Skirmish. That's quite nice. If you guys want a good Dory deck for Skirmish, go watch the last stream. Plow Through. Oh boy, I love this card. This card's real nice. This card is a potential 1 for 5. This card does need attack reacts, though, to perform well. But, again, sometimes your opponent has one dead card, and they don't want to block with 2 cards, so they will have to block with 1 card. And then you get max value from this. So, even if we don't have an attack react, I think this card is still good, as long as we pair it with enough other things. All right, I'm already kind of seeing that we're going to have a lot of... We need to watch our red count very carefully, because I feel like we're going to want to cap our reds at about mid-20s. Like, offensive reds. Okay. Push Forward. Oh, man, I love this card so much. This is from Crucible of War. This is also in the Bolton Armory deck, I believe, or Bolton Blitz deck. But this is this card is better in a dual wield deck, and obviously this is much better with cards like Twinning Blade. But if your opponent doesn't want to block, this basically, if they don't block the first attack, this card basically says, I get another Dawn Blade counter, thank you. So this card actually, when you have this card in your hand, your opponent doesn't know if it's an attack react. Now, in the past, almost certainly a card held back after the Dawnblade hits hit the combat chain is an attack react. But this is kind of that mix-up where it's like, hey, it wasn't an attack react, and now I get to play this, I get a Dawnblade counter, thank you. So this is going to go in the maybe board again. I don't think that this is good enough, but this does perform a very, very key thing where it hides information. Kind of similar to Second Swing, because this card is... Now, this card's not very good, but it is a card that says, okay, if you've attacked, you get another... It's basically very similar in that you're holding back information. Sharpened Steel, I think we have to play this card. It's just too smooth. So we'll play that. Now we do need Go Again. So I think what we're going to do, we're not going to use Spoils of War because we don't really care about Copper. We don't care about natural Go Again. I'm going to use a bunch of Warrior's Valor. So we're not going to put... We'll put this in the maybe board. I don't think we need this effect, though. Between Warrior's Valor, our blues, and agility tokens, I think we're going to be fine. Steelblade Supremacy, obviously we're going to play Steelblade Supremacy. Unsheathed, obviously we're going to be playing Unsheathed. Warrior's Valor, yellow, obviously we're going to be playing that. Okay, so we have 30 reds already, and I really... This is close to the max of... It's probably already over, because we haven't even put in Blade Flurry, but yeah. Okay. All right, I don't think there's going to be any yellows that quite make the cut. So, but let's quickly look through them. Uh, Glistening Steel Blade. I don't think we're trying to snowball Dawn Blade counters. We're just basically trying to play quite mid-rangey. Iron Song Determination. I don't like this card. I really, I don't know. It might actually be okay in this deck because it synergizes extremely well with Unsheathed Warrior's Valor. Oh, I forgot to mention that if you play this style, this is so good against Scowling Fleshbag and what's the Runeblade card that they run in the helmet? Face Purgatory. It's like, bro, I'm never having cards in my hand for you to get. The playmat was the Fang playmat, the baby Fang playmat. It was like randomly given away, but I'm gonna trade somebody for it. Na, 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 na. This is weapon-based ranger. Yeah, you can think about it like that. Yeah, weapon-based ranger. Yeah. You heard the Rib Nibble guy is a real pro. Yeah, I mean, if you want a skirmish, he has to be pretty good. I'm gonna put this in the maybe. I don't think we want this card because I don't think the effect is quite strong enough. But I mean, it's a 0 cost yellow that this actually might serve a very important purpose for helping us close games. Because if we don't have attack reactions, how do we actually like kill them, right? Single copy of Route, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Any other yellows? Now there is a consideration for having blue Nature's Path Pilgrimage. I think we're gonna run blue Nature's Path Pilgrimage. Yellow. I don't think we have enough slots to run the yellow, although that would be kind of cool. I don't think Sharpened Senses is quite what we want in this deck. We do want Warrior's Valor, though. I'm not sure if we want 3. I think 2 is actually enough. Because basically having 8 sources here, plus our blues, plus the agility, plus our bolters should be enough. All right, now the hard part. So normally in our blues, we just auto add the best blues and then we call it a day. But I think there's actually a little bit... We have to consider this very carefully. I think we want Dauntless. I think we... Emboldened Blade's pretty decent. Because I think based on the play patterns, it's very likely they could just be blocking 9, arseling a D-react. So it's probably is good enough. Although we have to be a little bit wary about what blues we play because new can take them. But I think it's okay. We'll add this. Goblet is a 2 block, so I think we're going to stay away from that. I think we're going to try to go mono 3 block in this deck. Hit and Run, Nature's Path Pilgrimage, and Precision Press, and Warrior's Valor. I think this is a good starting position here. 18, obviously we're going to play Glint and all that. So guys, I'm lying. Sorry, I clickbaited you in. We're going to be running Glint. It's an attack react. I'm sorry. We're going to be running Blade Flurry because we have to. It's just too good. Okay, so that's our pitch curve right now. It's looking pretty good. All right, let's start adding some... Let's start adding the standard warrior mid-range stuff. Think Fate Shelter, that all you got. Snag. And is there any other one that I'm missing? These are kind of the standard ones. Probably want some poppers as well. So maybe what is the best popper right now? Battlefront Bastion? I feel like this is probably the best popper right now, but I'm not 100% sure. What do you guys think? What is the best popper for Dorinthia at the moment? Okay, we also need Null Rune, because there are rune blades in the format. Okay, I actually think this is kind of close to done. Obviously we have 81, but I think this is... Our blue count is a little low as well. I do want a little bit higher blue count. So I think what we could do, we could actually trim some of these. These are kind of the... I also think is Plow Through, like... Is this a good card? I don't know. Huh. Oh, how can we forget about Trot Along? We need Trot Along, baby. Yeah. Okay, so we add Trot Along. We're at 24. I think 24 is probably roughly correct. We gotta consult Nathan's calculator, I guess. Warrior without reacts. What is this madness? Well, welcome to the future. That or Fendel's Fighting Spirit. Agile Wind Up Red or Battlefront Bastion. I feel like Battlefront Bastion allows you to... Yeah, it's either Fendel's Fighting Spirit, Battlefront Bastion, or Agile Wind Up, I agree. Go tall deck without determination seems sketchy to me, to be honest. Blanche has offensive power in the matchup. Do you want to pop her? Yeah, Blanche is another card that... The thing is, like, Blanche is like, am I ever throwing Blanche at a Prism? Like, I have to have full tempo. And that you can't even utilize... If you have full tempo and you throw Blanche, you're wasting one card at minimum. And there's no situation where I have to block and then I have 2 cards left and I didn't block with my popper. So I don't know. That sounds weird. Battlefront Bastion can negate a bit of flicks when paired with D-Rex. Yeah, I feel like this might be the best one, but I'm not 100% sure. This does, like, pair nicely with the D-Reacts because once it defends alone, you get that prevention even if you add the D-React. So, yeah. Okay, so let's trim down some of these. I'm going to trim down one on each because I'm not actually sure which one is better. Now, in general, it's like, oh, agility is so much better for Warrior. Well, in this style, Vigor might actually be, like, good too because we have Tunic. So I'm just going to trim down 1 and 1. We still have too many cards. Let's cut a Plow Through. I don't know if this card is going to get max value here. We might have 1 too many blues, so I might just trim a blue. We'll trim it in Bolden Blade, I guess. Okay. Is there any card that I'm forgetting? Let me think. Especially in the blue slot. Because we did basically... We don't have Overpower. We don't have Iron Song Response. We don't have Nip. Provoke actually... Is Provoke good? Provoke Commanding Performance is actually hilarious, guys. Provoking into Commanding Performance is, like, real funny. I feel like Provoke might just be good enough. Let's try it with Provoke. I think Provoke actually works better with our... I don't think Emboldened Blade I don't think we give a shit if our opponent has a D-React, right? We don't care. Because because literally we're only running 3 Blade Flurries, so it's like, do we even need Emboldened Blade? Probably not. And okay, so now we're back to 24 blues. All right, we need to cut 1 card. I think we actually cut a Fate Pursuit or something like that. Okay, I think we've done it, guys. I think we've done it. I think this is where we're going to start. What matchup do you plan to use Grains instead of Tunics for a list like this? Good question. I'm not sure. Dio, Zen, Aurora. Yeah, those 3 kind of sticking out at the moment. Okay. This could be very, very good, guys, or this could be very, very, very bad. So, Vigorous Windup or Wage Vigor as a popper for Prism. That is another possibility, yeah. Let's just add all of the maybe poppers. Yeah. Blanche. We'll put that in the maybe. Put this in the maybe. Agile Windup. Yeah, Wage Agility, Wage Vigor. Yeah. Is there any other popper I'm missing? I think that's... Yeah. I think that should be good. All right, guys. Now we need to come up with a name for this deck. What is the name of this deck? Now, there was a Bolton deck that was, what was it? Josh doing lines in the Denny's parking lot or something like that. This might be Josh doing lines in a IHOP parking lot or something like that. I don't know. Kabuto, I don't think we have enough slots. Honey Pack Dory? What is a honey? DPP. Dorinthia Pat Pilgrimage. I like that. Let's do that. What day is it today? 19th or 20th? 18th. Okay. Did I misspell Pilgrim? Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, guys, in chat, here you go. Yeah, opponent is going to be like, no blocks. Reactions? I'm like, no? Of course, no reactions. Pass prior. Go straight to damage Dory. Go straight to damage Dory. Guys, let's look at this. So we literally have... It's Blade Flurry, Glint, Provoke. Everything else is a non-attack action, right? Every other card literally is a non-attack action, right? So the hit rate on this card is going to be quite high. Basically, if it doesn't hit a D-React, Blade Flurry, Glint, or Provoke, it goes into our arsenal, which is nice. And like the worst card that we could put into arsenal is probably like a Precision Press. Like everything else is pretty decent. So, honest story, the most fair deck in the world. Direct to damage Dorinthia. Oh man. Yeah, direct to DVD. Was that the thing? Straight to damage Dory. I like that. All right, there's a couple cards that we're gonna need to like look and see if they're good. Edge ahead, hold 'em, plow through are all cards that could. I think the rest are pretty like set in stone, but these are the cards that I'm like thinking like, they might be good, might be bad. If they're bad, we could bring in cards like push forward, spoils, determination, even engage Swiftblade. So, all right. It also bugs the hell out of me that we don't have a third Fate Foreseen. But I think our blue count is actually more important than anything, because if we get tempo, how are we gonna get tempo with this deck? I don't know. We're gonna figure this out. Like this is just proof of concept. Well, let's just figure this out. Let's just try it and see. Let's just do it live, try it out, see what happens. Oh God. Well, Olympia. I think we want to go second. This has potential to go very long, so I think we'll stay with Tunic, and I think we literally just bring in almost every... We bring in all our defensive cards. I don't think we need Bastion or Snag. Our blue ratio does suffer quite a bit by not bringing in Snag, though. But I don't think realistically there's anything that we need to... Like, we would only snag, like, an attack action that gets up the ante, so... I think we'll just go like this. And yeah, all right, let's go. All right. Game 1 of direct to damage Dorinthia. What is a reaction? Cut through the facade. Yeah, that's okay. That's another card that we probably should have put in. All right. Oh God, it's a decimator deck. Okay. Okay, so our D react's not good. All right, so wagering is actually bad against this deck. So I think we just go here and here. I think. That card's not what we need. Spoils and glint. Okay, sure. We found one of our very few attack reacts. So, hmm. Hmm. All right, let's see what we can do here. Stream snipers are going to ruin this deck. Well, you know, I have so many stream snipers every week, but it is what it is. I think almost every single person I play against on stream knows that I'm streaming, but it's okay. We're just here to have some fun. We're not trying to do anything too seriously. No blocks. Do I Blade Flurry here and run into 2 attack reacts? Or 2 D reacts? He presented 60, so there's a chance this is like a more aggressive Olympia. I don't know. I feel like we just have to get the value where we can. We don't want to IP ourselves. All right, do you have 2 D reacts? There's one. Just one. Okay, we'll take it. Oh, no. There's the second one. Okay, that's fine. We will arsenal this card and move on with our life. Ew. That's not what we want. So I think we're going to go here, 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 so we can save one of these. All right, so let's just fate this. There's a jagged edge. Okay, sure. I think actually we want to go like this because then this gets full value. So, sure. I mean, it's a red. It's a red. Why not? We'll keep it on top. It's not a D react, so I think we'll just leave it. All right, he gets a grains token or vigor token. Sure. Do we empty our hand is the question now. Because if we empty our hand, it becomes obvious how to block. And if he has a D react, it's really clean. So I think actually we just go like this. Flesh and blood as James White intended. I don't think James White intended for this deck to exist. Somehow I doubt it. But he did print Nature's Path Pilgrimage in WTR, so there's that. This deck's pretty cool. Double down. And a Galea, so indicating he probably wants to break that for next turn. All right, we'll take it. We'll get the Courage token. Why not? All right, having a D-React is good. So we can basically negate the Galea. This is not a great turn, though. So floating 2. So this could be any 1-cost pump, basically. So we have to assume that this is for 7. So if we throw 2 cards down, we're going to go down to 5, and then we can go, yeah, so I think this is the way to do it. Commanding Performance, unfortunately, doesn't have much text against him. Okay, so maybe he was just prepping just to have the Galea ready. Okay, sure. All right. There's a chance he has a attack action at hand, but because we did see some like wage agilities and stuff, so. Okay, blocking down with armor a little bit. We're gonna try to keep Olympia off of gold. It may be hard to do though, but we will try our best. Okay, Sink from Arsenal. All right, so far we've only seen Sink and Fate. We haven't seen Shelter, but I presume if you're on Fate, you're on Shelter. So I think we could safely say this Olympia is on 9 D-Reacts. So he's seen 3 of them already. Which is, you know, fairly average for here. Okay, keeping a 4-card hand, Cleave, sure. I think it's the most important thing here is actually denying the first Galea. That actually helps so much. So if we don't block, he's gonna pop Galea. This hand is like mid. Are we supposed to go like this will go down to 5? I think we have to block like this. I don't like it though. We're just we can't really go on offense until we bait this Galea out. We did get 3 for 1 there though, which I don't know. Red hit and run. This is a weird card. I wouldn't expect Olympia to be running this. Okay. This hand can probably bait out a... Let's see, if this is +3, this goes to 7. So this blocks for 2, this blocks... So we... think if we block just for 1, we actually might be able to bait it out. If this is a up the ante, a blue... Up the ante with this gives +4 is the issue. So this could go to 8. So I actually think we're supposed to block like this. Okay, so I think he knows I have a D-React, but... what's the chance I have 2? Now, this card has been in the arsenal for so long, I think he knows this is a D-React. And he's seen That's All You Got, Fate Foreseen, so I'm pretty sure he knows I'm on 12 D-Reacts. There's Jagged Edge from hand. Has to pitch. Pitches a red. Okay. So he's not going to use this. So... So I think we just sink the shelter. Okay. And because he doesn't have Tunic, I think we just rip this hand. Although we don't have enough resources is the issue. Yeah, we'll just play all the cards out. We're even on deck right now, which is bad. Oh shit! I forgot. Our Decimator, the Decimator reduces the verses down to 0. Oops. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hello? Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, that's not right. Yeah, that's definitely not right. Sorry. We actually have to go back to the beginning of the turn. We're supposed to play these out. And then swing. If he doesn't block, then we Tunic and swing again. Okay, so this is 9. Unfortunately, this is basically the play pattern that Olympia wants, though. We need to change this card for a different one. Soonish. Should have blocked with Crown, I think, instead of the Versus. But that's... How often is that going to come up? Blade Runner, what the hell is this? Is this a Hatchet Switch deck? It is. Hit and Run and Blade Runner, and take it on the chin. This is a... Ooh. This is a deck very similar to my PTLA deck, that means. It's a Hatchet deck that's running Decimator the Slide. That's why it has a lot of these cards. Interesting, I like it. I like it. It's not a pure fatigue deck. That's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Hmm. This is actually unfortunate because literally we never want to wager against Olympia. I think we just sink this, try to find something better. He doesn't have a Vigor token, so he's not using Galea. This might be a defensive card. Hmm. Do we just play these out and swing? Maybe we just play these out and Arsenal this. That's probably better, right? Wait, his... Okay, actually we can wager against Olympia because he doesn't get a gold if he wins a wager that I start. So let's wager this. If he has an agility, who cares? Do you think that Dory players are the most faithful to her? Definitely up there. Just wait until he buys into Dynamos. That's definitely what's going to happen. Really, it hits. Okay, so he didn't have a D-react and he respected this card? Okay. Actually, he probably just respected the fact that I wagered this. Right? Okay. Alright, Tunic Swing. I mean, that's pretty good. Give us a card or we get a counter on Dawnblade. Ooh. Really? Okay, Shelter from hand. So he did have a D-react, but he didn't want to block the first attack. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, God. See, we really did mess up our ratios. This is going to be a wait. This is going to be a up the ante, isn't this? Okay, so he's going to get gold this turn pretty much no matter what we do. We really need a blue. Unsheathed is not great because we already have an agility, but it costs 0, so I think we have to keep it. Oh my god, guys, this is why we should have brought in Snag. Our blue ratio is just not good enough. It could just be variance. We have 67 cards, 24 out of 67. But we're not drawing smoothly. There's the up the ante. Okay, so he pitched an up the ante, and here's his second up the ante. So he's not going to have up the antes for a while now. Okay, 3 modes, I presume. This is so risky. This is super risky to do this. That is so risky to do that. But it works out for him. Oh, God. How do we do this? God. Yeah. He pitched the third one. Yes, I know that. Yep. There's no good way to do this. This is just... Drawing too many pure red hands this is going to get us killed here. Either the blue count needs to be higher, or we need to bring in Snag when we bring in the spenny cards. I think the blue count might even need to be higher. That's 25 or 26. This is why when Dory players are like, hey, yeah, I run 20, 21 blues, I'm like, are you sure? Everything's face up here. You gotta block this. There's no way you don't block this, right? Mm-hmm. I think we're going to lose this game. I feel like we have to hide cards for him to... Like, I'm gonna play out these cards, and I'm gonna arsenal the Warrior's Valor. But we have to like kind of fake that we're going for something. Why is this Galea gone? When did he use that? All right, Golden Anvil gonna get back a Galea, I presume. Yep, there's a Galea. Okay, so that's what he wanted to do. Sure. Okay, hiding a card back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2, 3. I think we just play these out. Play all these out, swing with the tunic. I can arsenal and provoke. I think it's fine. Every single time we draw a hand that has no D-reacts, I think we just need to push. It's turn 9. He didn't grains, sure. All right. 9 on hit draw. On hit top card goes into arsenal if it's an action card. On hit go again. Pretty good. These are pretty clumpy draws, but that's what happens when you bring in so many when you don't bring in blues, basically. Think again, we just have to keep our hand. It's just too good. Wondering what card this is. It's been there for a while. I don't think this is a very good I don't think this is an illustrative game for the concept. Do we provoke here? I don't think we do. If we don't provoke, we're IPing ourselves. Let's just do it. Ooh, look at that. Fancy. Hmm. This guy is spending the exact same amount of time every turn on blocks, which is interesting. Those of you who play chess know what I mean. Okay, quick dodge flexors being used. Sure. All right, we'll just put the sink into the arsenal, see if we can draw something a little bit better. I think our dauntlesses are actually pretty important, just in general. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and we have tunic up. So if we use the hit and run for the go again, or the trot along for the go again, we actually have a turn. I think we're just no blocking until we're dead, basically, here. Okay, 2 fate, 2 sink, 2 shelter. Sure. So he has 3 more D-reacts somewhere. So this Dauntless is still alive, so we'll go for it. one thing I'm already seeing by playing this way is can they can deduce whether we have an attack react or not in Arsenal, which is not good. Probably should have used our boots for blocking sometime earlier. This isn't even a full fatigue deck. That's the issue. I do like this style of Olympia though, that flexes between hatchets and decimator. It's actually very, very easy to slot in one decimator into your hatchet deck. Ooh, lead with speed. Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, this deck list looks actually pretty cool. Cleave is very old school, but you know, why not? All right, so he has to pay for the Fate Foreseen, and does he have a? Did he just have 2D reacts? A Fate was from Arsenal. Okay, sure. Well, all right, so he's down to one shelter left in the deck. Okay, sure, but we're down to half his life. That's not good. All right, hopefully we'll draw a smooth hand or a hand that can be fixed very easily. Ooh, that's not good. This is not quite what we want. Oh, okay, going for Anvil. Okay, so he's replacing his oh no, he's pitching it. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's switch out our Dauntless, which is our weakest card right now. No Pirate Warrior? Yeah. Are you ready for the inevitable Fatigue Riptide next? No. Please no. Please no. Okay. This hand is actually okay, assuming he doesn't draw his shelter next turn. So, is he gonna Galea here? He might Galea here. Please, Galea. Oh, if he Galea's here, that'd be so good for us. All right. Hit and run. And we got our Blade Flurry. So unless he overblocks, we're going to be pretty good here. It's also a chance he drew his last shelter. I don't remember him pitching one, so... No blocks. All right, then we're definitely in the clear. Unless he has Shunt. No Pirate Warrior. Hey, we don't know that the next set is a 3-hero set, but we're pretty sure it is. We didn't need a new weapon type and a bunch of support that doesn't interact with previous warriors again anyways. Oh boy. Burned. Somehow we're maintaining card parity. I don't know how the heck we're doing this. All right, so he's going to go for a big turn. But we know the position of his up the ante, so... Don't know how this is going to work. We do have a Dawn Blade counter as well. We definitely want to block with our boots this turn. We are on a clock here. This smells like a provoke. I think he pitched one. This is probably the second one. It's kind of weird that his block was like this, though. I don't think he has a shelter in hand. It would have been too smooth to block with this and this. So I'm tempted to block with the Dauntless, but I feel like this is a provoke. We're going to have to put this onto the combat chain anyways. This could just be a Jagged Edge as well. Like I don't think he's IPing himself. Can we play out all our cards? We can. All right, let's just go. All right, presume this is a provoke or a Jagged Edge. But none of those are very efficient. He pitched to provoke. That's okay. So okay, going for a Galea. Sure. So he's gonna arsenal this card. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I don't. I think we just have to let this hit. That's what it is. I don't like this hand though. I'm not in love with this hand. All right. So if he blocks, we'll provoke to get his last card. If he doesn't block, we'll just swing. And then we'll provoke him. We're going to provoke him either way this turn. We'll use boots for go again here. Hopefully the D reacts an arsenal, because if it's not, this is actually sad. Because we can't even... Oh, take it on the chin from hand. Okay. All right. Let's get his last card, unless it's an agile windup or something. What the heck just happened there? Did he play 2 take it on the chins? Oh, he discarded Glint. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. Golden Anvil from Arsenal. Pretty good. Oh, just for 1. Okay. Getting dynamos? Oh, quick. Okay. Huh. Okay. So we can go here. Pitching this. And here. And swing. So he still has 1 shelter somewhere in his deck. But other than that, he's out of D-Rex. He also has 1 take it on the chin somewhere. Do you think the talented class is coming out in sets and then the master sets being focused on talentless heroes? Or do you like... I don't think they are focusing on talented heroes or not focusing on talented heroes in the main core 3 sets. I think it's just how it is. We also see no indication that mastery sets are just focused on classes either, because there's literally only been 1. So, all right. I don't know how we're gonna win this game. I think we actually lost this game at turn 0. Like this is not a defensive warrior is definitely not what this deck wants to see. This has to be one of the worst matchups because without attack reacts, he could even block us and then swing back the most efficient 1 or 2 card hand that he has without paying a price. Because Up the Ante's coming around soon. Huh, with 3 shelters. Wow. Have I won any? I haven't even played this deck before, Josh. This is literally the very first game. It's all a concept in my head. We are gonna die on this turn, I think. Mm-hmm. I think he has an Up the Ante. Oops, sorry. We shouldn't have passed there. My bad. My bad. My bad. Part of me kind of just wants to leave this game so we can play against decks we are actually targeting. Do you know of any others? Do you know of any streams outside of this one to catch when you guys aren't live? Well, the team as a whole streams quite regularly every day of the week, so or almost every day of the week. So I don't know of many pro players that are streaming. The issue is that most pros streaming is negative EV if you're really trying to be a pro. Let's just keep it real, right? Like often I remember I often just stream my world's practice, and like that's probably not good to do. So I think a lot of people, if they're really really competitive, they don't actually want to do that. So all right. So we are just dead as dead can be. You know what? If you got it, you got it. Whatever. No blocks. Okay, Galia, sure. Why not? Mm-hmm. There's the up the ante. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good game. Okay. Well, that is not really what we wanted to play against. But that's okay. All right. Only front pumps seems not like the best ideas for Dawnblade counters. The kilometer deck is fun. I got the dagger up to 15, yeah. Those all red hands are coming back, yep. This deck is bad against defensive leaning decks, especially those that can extract decent amounts of value. Is there a world where Resplendent works? I have tried Dawnblade Resplendent back when Oldhim was a deck. Basically, you needed to get one counter on Dawnblade Resplendent to kind of outvalue the Oldhim, but that was difficult to even get a single Dawnblade counter. Talcho doesn't lend well to streaming either. You basically have to know the game. Well, that is how it is for a lot of games. Is streaming so low EV because it doesn't make enough money? I mean, we streaming to 100 people or so is basically doesn't do anything. But the main reason I stream and the other people on the team stream is because we like to do it. This is definitely negative EV to stream. Definitely negative EV. But it's fine. All right. Let's see if we can get a more realistic game. Okay, that's another hero we really don't want to be playing against. And this is Damien. Oh, God. Well, let's see if we can get something done here. I think we'll just go like this. Do we want D-reacts against this? I guess so. I think we're just going to kind of load up the same. We'll bring in the snag because blues are good. We'll try to play slowly, but I mean, Victor does outvalue us pretty hard if, yeah. But we'll try it. We'll try it. All right. Let's filter a little bit. I will put the sync into Arsenal. This is not the hand to have 3D reacts. Oh no. Hey, Trout's revealed the pummel, and then a Testamite. Okay, so did he? His Trouts failed. Oh God, both of them. Okay, well, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll just fate this. Top is fine. Mm-hmm. Testamite. That's a little bit unusual. All right. Should we just rip our whole hand here? I think we do. Face up hand. Face up hand. These gauntlets gonna get no value this game. No value. Mm-hmm. Sure. Jeez, there's another pummel. Okay, so there's pummel on top. Mm-hmm. This hand is awful. Mm-hmm. Nice and fair 2-card 6. Look at us. Okay. There's another Command and Conquer used. One thing, though, I do appreciate about Damien, he plays very, very fast. There's a pummel going to the bottom. CNC, okay. I think stuff like Arena is probably easier for newbies. I could be wrong, though. I think card games in general are kind of like MOBAs. You don't watch them unless you play them. Like, why would you be watching this stream if you don't play the game? Like, yeah. Tell Damien to go away. Nah, it's okay. I'm totally fine to lose every single game on stream. It's fine. I'm very thankful for all the Card Guy streams. Very entertaining, and you learn a lot. Thank you. We appreciate that. All right. He has what? Disable on top? Okay, sure. I find streams in general raise my level of awareness in the game a lot. Yes. You aren't going to find many fab streams where people articulate like everything that they're thinking about. Okay, what are we doing with his hand? Are we... So we know he would... He has a disable on the top, so he would win if we don't do anything. I think we kind of just want to swing and then provoke him. I think it's actually okay. Just to keep this hand. Just take 5. Okay. fine. He's swinging his hammer a little bit more than most victors, so. Ooh, gauntlets. Okay. Test of strength. He wins that one. So he's gonna keep a blue. Okay, we can play our hand out. I think we're gonna wager this as well, because if he blocks 9, then he's not gonna be able to use the agility anyways. Hey, like the stream, everyone. Yes, that would be nice. It sounds like a paid comment, but after binging this channel and grinding a little, I went from 1-2 average to 3-0 in my last few armies. So there you go. Nice. Oh my goodness, this guy. Oh man, he has so many clashes. Okay. Let's see what we're going to clash. All right, you win that one, which means you win this one, which means you win this one. But he only draws once, so that's good for us. All right, let's Arsenalist Shelter. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Arsenal that. There we go. Ooh, visit the Gold Main Estate. Sure. Get 6 bites. Jesus. Okay. Tech plating into swing. Yep. Yep, we're getting our deck milled. That's not good. All right, we might have to blow boots here. I'm not going to say I like that, though. Oop, no, that's not it. Sorry. Okay. What type of Victor deck is this? Running clashes and... Like, oh, this is a lot of clashes. This is more clashes than I'm used to. Ugh. I don't know if going for this is correct here. Let's just go for it. Card and armor, I presume. Or no, okay. We'll take it. He has a bajillion mites about to pop. If only Snag worked how I wanted it to work. 8 mites popped. Jesus. Okay. We don't need this. And we don't need this. And then we can just play like this, I guess. He's playing this correctly. Like, if he attacks with his weapon enough, like, yeah. Basically, we're forced to be aggressive, which is not good for our deck. And one thing I'm noticing with this deck is that we have to, like, empty our hand. It, like, becomes really easy for deck. Like, this is a deck with lots of 3 blocks. We want to play against a deck that does not have a lot of 3 blocks, which is a decent amount of the meta right now. But both of these games we played against a warrior and then a guardian. It's really not where you want to be. Let's sink the Fate, see if we can get a blue. Okay, this hand is now the bread and butter of Dorinthia offense. At least this Victor deck does not have what's it called? D-Reacts. Okay. So it's a tie there. Okay. Gonna get over by 1. Gonna potentially make this attack hard to block. Josh has helped me with my cooking Dory Commoner deck. Yeah. I'll say that Nathan guy confuses me with all those numbers. Yeah. With going further than home games, I don't know what you mean by that. I've been lied to. I came expecting a stream with no attack reactions, and I came here seeing attack reactions. There's Glint, Blade Flurry, and Provoke, Kidder Fox. I'm sorry. Provoke, Blade Flurry, yeah. Yes, Josh Lau's canceled. Oh no, because I lied to you guys. You are very face up with this deck, yes. Which is probably the only time you want to be face up is when you're not dealing with decks that have good blocking power. And Guardian Warrior, this is like the worst thing that we can come up against. All right, let's try to not get our deck milled to hell. This is actually a hilarious combination. I'm going to show you guys what this does. Commanding Performance, pitch. So now he's not going to want to block. But we're going to force him to block. Unless he has Clash cards. In which case, you know, it is what it is. He might actually just throw a block card into the graveyard. If this was IRL, he would be smiling. He's like, oh, dang it, I have to blow up my arsenal now. Okay. Fine. No arsenal blown up today. Alright. 7 mites seems good. And, of course, this has Go Again for some reason. Yes. I think we put the edge ahead in the arsenal. He's running Remembrance. Gonna get back Gold Main Estates. Oh no. Yeah, all the Gold Main Estates back in the deck now. God, this deck is good. Victor's a real good deck, guys. Against Warrior. Against other decks, maybe not so much. Oop, forgot to pass. Just arsenal this. Can always crown it away if we need to. Oh. Okay, so he wins both those clashes. This is like a mega clash deck. Guys, this is also after 2 of his trounces failed. Like, this is... Oh my god. Remembrancing back 3 Gold Bane Estates when you're playing as Warriors is not fair. Each of those generates 7 gold, which is... Or 7 might, which is just stupid. 8 might. I mean... Maybe we're just supposed to block with this? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, no, that's not it. If he has a blocking card, I'm going to be set. Oh, God. Revealed Golden Sun. That's even worse. Ugh. Victor, Victor, Victor. Huh. Wait. Oops. That's not right. My bad. I'm not supposed to play this. I already blocked from hand. I can't use this as a D-react. Mm-hmm. Never mind. We have this. What am I doing? I think against Victor, you have to play aggressively. The issue with playing aggressively is that, like, it's a guardian. Like, like, yeah. What can you do? All right. It's do or die time now. We're back at our pitch deck. Pretty sure our top card's red, so it's not exactly what we want, but it's okay. All right, 11 could be 12, but he still has armor is kind of the issue, so I suspect he'll be able to block here. Oh, no blocks, really? Okay. Sure. Okay. Sure. If Snag worked on might tokens, that'd be so good. Do we want a Dauntless in our arsenal? Probably not. He might have a pummel here, so we need to be careful. 10 might. Oh, no. Make that 21 might, guys. 21 might. Oh, my God. All right, so we need to get every single card from him next turn or we lose. You guys ever seen 21 might tokens? 21 might tokens. Jesus. All right, so we have a go again. We have an attack reaction. We have a pump. We actually don't need all of our cards. He has no D-reacts, right? So we actually don't need all these cards. We can block with one of these. Yeah. This hand is actually functional, so we'll just do it like that. Oh, sorry. That's not right. That's not right. My bad. Sorry. I'm supposed to block for 4. Because we don't want to get crushed. Yeah. There's some reactions in your hand. You're right. Shh. Shh. These cards are too good. We have to play them. Record achieved. OTK Victor achieved. Yes. Yes. If, like I said, if only Snag worked against my tokens, we'd be good. All right, so literally we have to get all 4 cards from him or we lose, which we cannot really do. This is so funny. The most important turn, we actually have reactions. All right. Yep. We just need him to not. Oh, we probably shouldn't have used the. It's actually because if we spent a resource on this, if we drew a red non-attack action, that would have been lost value there. Oh, he has a quick dodge flexor, boo, and now he's gonna swing hammer for a bajillion. Sadness. Sadness. All right. Oh, he has to go digging for the blue. Ah, he found the blue. Okay. Well, I think we're dead to Miller's Grindstone for 26, don't you guys think? Maybe if we combine 2 snags, we can change the text on the card, you know? Good game. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. This card should not have had go again. It really should not have. Or at least Olympia should have had go again. I mean, I don't know why they hate Olympia so much. Why don't we make 22 mites? You're right, Kitterpock. I should have made 22 mites. That was definitely a misplay. If I had made 22 mites, maybe we could have done better. You're right. You're 100% right. The title of the stream has frightened me. Well, we're trying things. We're trying things. Maybe if you win the clash, she'll let you keep your arm. Maybe. Maybe. All right. I'm going to be back. Going to get some water. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, okay? All right, I am back with my water. "22 courage." Yeah, why can't Warrior make 22 courage? If Victor can make 22 mites, you know, it's only fair. Because Olympia costs 10,000 to build? Something like that. No one tell Josh I secretly traded away all my Warrior cards for Met cards? Oh no. Unforgivable. Unforgivable. All right, let's see if we can get a more illustrative game. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Katsu is interesting. Huh. Is Katsu a grains or a... This is actually one that I'm not sure. It might be a grains deck. If we play more aggressively. Or with smaller hands. I don't know. Let's just try. Let's just try this. I think if we keep on bringing in all the D-reacts, we actually need to up our blue count. Because 24 out of 67 just does not work. Is Grains better or is Tunic better? I really don't know. I feel like this game could go quickly. It's been a while since I've fought against a Katsu. I think we'll go... It's close. It's close. Let's just go with the Grains. Let's try something different, guys. Linkzir? You know that guy. Who's Linkzir? One of your locals? Katsu, nice change of pace. Yeah, I agree. This is nice. Surging strike, leg tap. Sure. I think we just sink. Cover this up. Nice and cleanly. I think this hand is fine. We'll just keep it as is. Oh, with Ancestral Empowerment. Ugh. Okay, so he's going to get to maybe find Rising Knee Thrust if he wants. I don't think he has a 0 cost to throw away, though. Okay. There's Rising Knee Thrust, going to come in for 5. I think we want to block with those. Keep our glint, potentially. Okay. Gonna come in with Kadachi, I presume. We'll take this one. Okay. Edge ahead should be quite good against Katsu. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we're wagering it. We will have to use a sync blow if we want to attack again. I actually think we're not going to attack again. We just put this into Arsenal, feel safe. He's just on your Discord. Ah, okay. That's cool. Okay, we have an agility token, which is nice. This hand is not that good, though. Let's block a little bit. Potentially we want to use the sink below on this turn. We'll see. Okay, so this is go again. We'll take it. And we'll take it. So he has 2 chain links that have hit. And this one we're going to have to block because it's a mass trigger. Yeah. Okay, so think we will sink the Dauntless. I don't think he's running a lot of D-Rex. Oh, sure. Oh, shit. I should have... Sorry. I needed to sink this down. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good card. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. So we have go again from this. So we can go hold him, pitch this, and swing. If he blocks 6, we'll provoke him. If he doesn't block, then we'll just swing again. Okay, just gonna block with this. He also could go here and then maybe have a D-react. So maybe this is a D-react, although it's a little bit weird that he didn't use this last turn. Okay, just gonna get some value from his armor. Sure. Okay, so now we do want to push, obviously. We got a Vigor token from winning the wager. You know, even though Dory makes fun of Olympia all the time in our videos, you know, she does like to wager. She learned a few things from him. Okay, so Katsu gonna keep a full hand. Quite terrifying. Also use the armor. We'll put the provoke into the arsenal. If we don't draw a D-react, we might crown to see if we can find one. We don't necessarily need one unless he has an ancestral empowerment on something that's relevant, but we'll see. God, you know what what this feels like, guys? This is good old WTR Fab. Look at this. Classic Dory versus Katsu. Good old times. All right. If Ikidachis again, we'll throw our boots to reset the mask. This hand doesn't have go again, so yeah. Okay, so there's Surging Strike. So we probably want to block this a little bit. Having 2 provokes is not really what I want. I think we're going to crown this one away. Maybe we could draw a D-react. Okay, that's... We're probably just going to block with the Dauntless. I don't think this Katsu deck is running a lot of D-reacts. He also has Tunic up, so... Okay, no Ancestral Empowerment there. Breaking Scales can't be used on the... Oh, we just had the natural combo. Okay. So now we have to block for 5 because of Breaking Scales. So we'll throw this and this. Now, if he has Ancestral Empowerment and Breaking Scales, he'll get us, but whatever. Oh, God. Is this Razor Reflex? Okay, he took Tunic. Does he have Mugenshi? Just naturally? Oh, my God. He had the combo in his hand. He had Lord of Wind, Surging Strike, Mugenshi. Okay, we can't let this hit. We have to block 6. We can't let that hit. We can't let that hit. Is this the perfect hand? No, okay, it isn't. Okay. Oh boy. Arsenal this card, right? Ooh. That's pretty good. Alright, let's deny that. Because we have a Vigor token, so we can just swing the Dawnblade. And he doesn't have armor left, so he's going to have to give us 2 cards if he wants to reset this. That was a great hand from our Katsu player. Wow. All right, and I mean this is like showing the power of edge ahead and hold 'em. Well, in this case, hold 'em. Wow. All right, Katsu going to keep another 4-card hand, falling behind a little bit in life. We did lose 3 pieces of armor, though, last turn to stop his turn. Okay, I think we're just going to keep 2 cards and kind of go with it. We'll use 2 cards to block this turn. Snatch, such a good card. No attack reacts during stream. First thing I see is provoke. Oh no. You guys are catching me. This is how James Blanco. Blanco. I've never heard somebody call him that before. That's so funny. Oh no, he got us with the ancestral. Okay. Okay, so this is 2 chain links that have hit, so we have to defend the 3rd one. Which could be hard. Because he's gonna grab a whelming, which means we have to dedicate 2 cards on defense here. There's whelming. Okay, so this is coming in for 4, possibly 5 because of breaking scales. Ew. We have to block this because this triggers Mesk and the draw. So we'll give him 2 cards. There's no card that would allow that to hit. So no more snatch, please. Okay, thank God. Okay. All right, so at least we have one of the best 1-card hands we can have. This is 4 on-hit courage, on-hit vigor, which is pretty good. And he doesn't have a lot of armor left. Okay, he's letting it hit. Or does he have a D-react? There's the Flick Flack. Okay. Flick Flack, pretty good. Okay, this hand also pretty good, but I have a feeling we're going to have to block. Yeah, he had the natural combo because Lord of Wind was in his pitch. Yep. So if this turn is not super threatening, we could actually just rip this whole hand. I think it would be okay. Okay, double strike. Sure. Okay, so that's 2 successful chain links that have hit. Or whenever he wants them to hit. Double strike also smooths out the Katsu hands, which is nice. It's a well-designed card. Okay, so he discarded Whelming Gustwave, grabbed Rising Knee Thrust, so I presume he has leg tap. So we're going to have to block 4 on the leg tap. Okay, well, we're just going to probably throw the verses into the leg tap. Yep. Pitching a Surging Strike. Okay, I mean... All right, so we'll just deny the card draw. We deny the mask. We'll just take this 5, and then we'll come back. This hand's going to be pretty hard for him to stop if he doesn't have a Flick Flack. Because, I mean, this is 9. If he doesn't stop us, we get an agility as well, which is pretty good. It's been a while since I've played Edge Ahead Hold'em without making a gold from the hero ability. might consider giving up Mask, but now that I'm lower on armor, Mask is actually much better now. You love calling it Mr. James Blanco? That's great. That's great. It's very well designed unless you're playing against Benji and Blitz. Double Strike is really crazy in Benji. Yeah, I guess you can't defend it, huh? Yeah, that's pretty good. What's blocking? Well, I mean, blocking is it's for guardians and warriors, and there's not actually a lot of decks in this format that really want to block, so. All right, keeping a full hand again. We're lower on armor, so that is concerning. We have an agility already set up. We also still have boots, so yeah. Okay. I mean, D-reacts are good on a Katsu turn that they want to keep 4 cards. We could use Shelter here. Might be good. Pitched Lord of Wind. He's used 2 Ancestral, still has a 3rd somewhere in the wild. I think we just take this. Do we take this? Let's try. I've never played Shelter against a Katsu, so let's see if this is actually good. I played against Ira. Okay, so we're floating 2 prevention now. So we have a clean block with Unsheathed on something, or just sure. Okay, another clean block here. Okay, still have 1 prevention. Okay, still has 3 cards. Still has Breaking Scales. No Mask threat. I don't know, I'm a mid-range player. As a mech ninja player, I've never heard of this guy block. What made him so famous? So this does not have go again. Unless it hits. So is there a Razor or a Ancestral here? I don't know. I mean, we're going to Shelter here. And hope that he doesn't have Ancestral or Razor. Oh, no! Of course. Okay. I mean, sure. I mean, at worst, this is Snatch, right? I guess he could get... No? There's nothing that comes after this that's legal in the format, right? Yeah. I beat Ancestral with the Shelter. Well, if he had Ancestral and Breaking Scales, he could bring it to 6. Which would be annoying. Okay, so at worst, this is Snatch, right? Okay, or a second Gust Wave. Okay, I think we're just gonna Arsenal the Shelter. Like, we're good. We're good. Okay. So now the Katsu's going to have to give us some cards. And probably his tunic. We're also holding a card back, which is kind of terrifying. It's not something our deck really does often, is hold cards back. No blocks, really. You got 2 Flick Flecks? He might. No. Okay. Alright, we will use grains, because we have an extra resource. This card that I'm holding in hand is scaring the Katsu, I think. Because if he blocks 2 cards here, it's definitely better to block 7 on the first attack. Oh, actually, he has... Right. Flick Flack blocks this cleanly. Sure. Still a little bit better value just to block the first attack, but you never know. Ew. What is this hand? Yuck. What's up, Justin? Nice to see you here. Double strike. Oh, no. This says on-hit draw card. This doesn't have combo, right? So, yeah. All right, and then we'll just take the last one, and we will send this hand. God, this... If this hand had a blue. This deck needs more blues. Okay, we have 1 resource from the Vigor token. I think we go here and here. This is giving away a lot of information, though. We also could have played the Warrior's Valor, but I kind of want to just use the boots. Plus, I have a good feeling it's just going to block this out, and we'll have Warrior's Valor for next turn, so... If I didn't want to IP myself, I could have pitched the Sharpened Steel for the Warrior's Valor. But I'm pretty sure Katsu's just going to lay down his whole hand. Or not. What? That is an awful draw. Azari plays similarly to Warrior? I guess so. Okay, this is a finishing hand. Look at this. You know why this is beautiful? Because we have a Blade Flurry. Oh, God. Sure. No blocks. Yeah, Azuri's mind games are definitely different than Warriors. Okay, I'm wondering what was moved into Arsenal there. We didn't need to play this, but I haven't played a reaction in like 10,000 years. So, okay, sure. It's actually super duper duper obvious that he had a D-react there. But whatever. Does he have any more Flick Flicks? He does not. So Dauntless is useless. So we'll just go like this. This is actually another misplay. I should have, in case he has a blue Flick Flack, I should have played the Dauntless, not the Warriors Valor. The Warriors Valor doesn't do jack shit here because I don't have another pitch. Oh well. Misplaying. Already Dead is an overhyped bad card. I mean, isn't that a card that's like the best card against Dynamos? This deck, this actually might end in fatigue. Because we don't have attack reactions, we actually can't finish him. His Arsenal's going to get blown up, though. Let's see, it's like 3 Ancestral Harmonies or something. If Dynamo Warriors became meta, then you play it. Yep. Yeah, it's one of those cards that players have to think about, but they may not, it might not actually be very good. All right, finally we have a finishing hand. There we go. See, guys, we don't need more than 3 Blade Flurries. People just take damage. All right, this next attack should do it. He may not even have 9 block in his hand. Just to plow through. Yep. And it comes in for 6 because of Blade Flurry and Plow Through. Good game. Are people going to hold back on Azalea? What do you mean by hold back? My goal in life has been to make Josh's life a little harder. Oh no. Yeah, already dead already makes me sweat a lot, so you're doing your job. Alright. Opponent says good game in the chat, but hasn't passed reactions, so we're just sitting here waiting for that to happen. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he hasn't surrendered yet. $15-turn game, yeah. Seems about right. All right, guys. We have not gotten this card to hit once. I don't know. This may not be it, guys. This may not be it. Our blue count is also too low. When we bring in, let's see, if we bring in 11 cards, we go to 67. So if we have a deck size of 67, we have 24 blues, and we want at least one blue. Really? Didn't feel like 84. Really didn't feel like 84 in those games. Hmm. Hmm. I think you need more vigor generation. My vote is more hold'ems. More hold'ems. Blood Run Wine. Yeah, but then we'd have to add a 2-block, Kidder Fox. And you know how I hate 2 blocks. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't think this is quite how to build Dory. I think you need some attack reacts. One day they will print. I think it's actually the main reason this sucks is because we don't have enough Majestics. You know, like Assassin, their deck would be like 50 Majestics. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, we only have 18 Majestics. That's why our deck sucks. We need to be like Assassin and have like 50 something Majestics. That's what we need. More Majestics equals better deck, right, guys? You want Vigor, put Slap Happy. I mean, Slap Happy is like a It's a 1 card 5 if you think about it. Like it blocks for 2, then you send back 3, you know. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's not the best, not the worst. You don't like Fang because he has a lot of 2 blocks? Yeah. More majestic sounds right. There's a reason they're expensive, right? Yeah. I mean, you look at our power cards, commanding performance, steel blade supremacy, unsheathed, like this is not just a Nick or Bonds of Agony or Take Up the Mantle or what all of the other Codex of Frailty. We need Codex of Courage, guys. Warrior doesn't even have a single $300 playset. Exactly. Like, how much is a playset of commanding performance? Like $15? Not even that. $744. The most expensive one. I think literally the most expensive Warrior Majestic is Blade Flurry. Like, not even joking. Yeah. Unsheathed is $12. Steelblade Supremacy, which is like auto included everything, is 38 cents. Oh my god. Oh my god. Provoke was in the right direction. I mean, they held back on this card. The way this is worded, go look up Succumb to Temptation and Siren's Call and compare it to Provoke. They really aren't on the same level. Codex of Solana. Something. We need something. All right, let's play one more game. Oh, it's Ryder. Uh, Reiner game's probably not going to go very long. I think we just add in a couple D-reacts and we call it a day. We want to be insulated against pulping, basically. I think 6 should be enough. All right, let's try it. All right. Smashback Alehorn. Scabskins gets 2 action points. Arsenal pass. Okay. 6 on hit courage. No go again. Our glint is actually way less good now because the only way to get value is to draw into like a attack react, basically. All right, let's pay into the vigor. We don't really want to Arsenal Nature's Path. Although this does tell him we don't have a D-react in Arsenal. If he doesn't block with armor, we get another Grains token, so yep, sure. Pulping. Nope. Wrecker Romp with go again. Okay. I mean, I think we're just supposed to hold our hand. He rolled a 3. Pack Hunt. All right, so are we blocking? I don't think we are. Just take 6, Arsenal the Sink Below. Play out our hand. I think it's actually probably better to go with... Sorry. We're supposed to go for the Grains token. Oh, we have... Oh, right, I was correct. We have the resource because we had a bigger. Yep. So we can do both. Nice. I'm more upset about perforate. They targeted because specifically that to hate on her. Oh no. Codex is goated. Yeah. I'm 99% sure glistening is more. Yeah, glistening is more expensive than blade flurries. You're right. Ooh, blocked with a blood rush bellow. We'll take it. Classic battles. Yeah, that's what. Oh, a remembrance. That's a spicy deck list. Okay. And we have to keep our hand, right? Yeah, we just have to keep our hand. This Scowling Flesh Fag gonna get no value. Now we do need to use both of our blues before we attack. Because Scowling would actually screw us over. So look at this. We empty our whole hand. We say, would you like to block 8, Reinhardt? If you don't. Yeah, see, this is what we were trying to set up, guys. Like, emptying our whole hand and just presenting a question, saying, hey, if you block, your arsenal gets blown up. If you don't block, we get go again and a courage, and you know, yeah. Okay, so this is the type of game flow that we're going after. All right. Hopefully, okay, it's a Blood Rush Bellow turn. Intimidates are unsheathed away, sure. You discarded Savage Feast. Okay. Swing big. Getting rid of our shelter. Oh, not yet. Wait, why is this for... Is this for 7 because he has 2 mites? Or did he... Oh, he played 2 Blood Rush Bellows. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, this is going to be a ton of damage. So what do we want to... I mean, we have a blue. We have, like... All we want to do is use our sink below. That's basically it, right? I mean, I think we just take 7 here. We're not blocking. I think we use this now in case there's a send packing. Of course, if he is pulping into something... I mean, he didn't use the Savage Slash, so... I mean, he wouldn't use it yet, but, like, still. Okay, this could have been a disaster if he had gotten Scabskins to land. All right, so we have... I mean, we have a very smooth turn. Take 5, go to 9, yeah. If he had hit on that Scabskins, we probably would have died. Hopefully this doesn't hit our Blade Flurry. If this hits our Blade Flurry, we just lose. Okay, that's best case scenario there. Jesus. Sorry. Sorry. Oh no, we have to redo this then. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay, it's okay. There we go. Jesus. God, Talishar. Wait, I didn't have to. God damn it. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna. Or we lost our boots for no reason, but whatever. Whatever. This is why I don't like playing on Talishar, guys. Obviously, that would have never happened IRL. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Well, we aren't going to be able to keep our Domblay counter. This hand tells me everything I need to know about this style of deck. Using 4 cards to swing for 12 with no disruptive on hits feels pretty lackluster. You are correct. If he's brave, he'll block with just... Okay, he's not. This is another game that's going to end in fatigue. We're probably going to lose this game. We'll see if losing the boots for no reason comes to affect us or not. Shelter does kind of insulate us against like any really ridiculous turn. Scab skins. Pretty good. I think we shelter here. Just hold the Quicken for a rainy day. Haven't seen any pulpings from him. He might not be on them. Dig up dinner. Okay. He can go to 1 if he wants to keep his hand, which is terrifying. This game might all come down to a Scabskins roll. I mean, Josh did say you could tell how good a warrior player is by how they use their boots. Yes. Yes, you could tell how good I am playing on Talishar by how I use my boots last turn. Dig up dinner again. Okay. Wild ride. No go again. So we can go here. Here. You see, if this was an attack reaction, there's a chance he doesn't block this and we kill him. Oh my god. On the turn he gives us tempo, we draw this. Something's going on today, guys. We're drawing quad red hands a lot more than normal. Okay, hopefully we get to flip something nice into Arsenal. He has to give us 2 cards. Which means he can't use the agility, probably. 3-card Reinhardt still can be dangerous, though. So, but yeah, this gets us Arsenal almost certainly. I just joined, and what happened to no attack reactions? This is almost no attack reactions, okay, guys? Almost no attack reactions. All right, it flipped an edge ahead into our arsenal. Sure. We like drawing cards, basically. That's nice. All right, has an agility. Okay. So just block. Agile wind up. So do we just block? And then I think we have to block here and present, like, try to get him off of a 3-card hand. I almost clicked ability. I'm a potato. All right, if we wager this, there's no point, right? Like, he doesn't run. There's no point in wagering this. Just give us 2 cards, sir. Yep. He's almost fatigued. Like I said, because we have so few attack reactions, this is going to end in fatigue almost always. Remembrance. What are you remembrancing back? Oh, we have a Blade Flurry. Oh, look at that, guys. It's our best friend for ending the game. You know what it could have been good here? Goblet of Blood Run. You are right. You are right. You are right. It's gonna get greedy, right? He has to get greedy. Pack Hunt, Blood Rush Bellow, Blood Rush Bellow. Okay. Yep. Now he has to give us 2 cards. How many quad bread hands are we gonna draw? Holy shit. How many quad red hands are we going to draw? Do we play the Unsheathed out, or do we just swing? GG. Okay, well, that was... I mean, that was interesting. that was actually kind of what we wanted to do. That was actually the most illustrative game of the night. So it's interesting, though, that we never, like, actually win by... We always win by basically fatigue. You see? All right. Well, enough of this experiment, I think. Well, if for some reason you guys want to play this deck list, which I kind of don't recommend it, but one day they will print enough good Warrior Majestic non-attack actions that this type of deck will be viable. You guys can try it. Until then, this deck is not expensive enough. Doesn't have enough Majestics that are powerful, so... You know, when we play with Draft Chaff like Edge Ahead and Nature's Path Pilgrimage and Sharpen Steel, what can you do? All right, guys. If you have any questions, you can leave them in chat. I'm going to be getting going pretty soon. One day in 5 years. Missing public bounty wokage? Maybe. Add Goblet? Yeah, it probably would have been better. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Good show. Thank you, Will. All right. Well, play attack reactions in your Dory deck, guys. So saith the wise Josh Loweth. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Josh Loweth, the Card Guys. See you later. Bye.